Okay, friend, welcome again, and thank you for sharing your thoughts, sharing your comments with us.
Yeah, no problem.
This is important. We make videos on varicocele, on everything, try to make videos, and this is because I always forget to give some details in my explanations. But patients, when they tell their history, their story, there are always more details, and people learn from it. You find me from these videos, and it's
Yes.
good to help people like this. So your situation is a little different from others. You have a right-sided varicocele.
Yes.
So you have dextrocardia, right?
Yes.
It's always our patients have too much concern. They read about it and they say, "Oh, I have right-sided varicocele too. Maybe I have dextrocardia." No, this is you have only right-sided varicocele,
Yes.
right? How did you understand this? How did you find out this is?
Well, after figuring out that I do have Dextrocardia, and then learning that I have varicocele, I noticed when I did some research that
Yeah.
mainly people have it on the left side,
Yeah.
but because I have it on the right side, that has to do with where your heart is. So
Yeah.
because it
So
pumps.
first they diagnose the varicocele, then they look for the
No, they didn't look, to be honest, but after a couple of years, when I felt that there's something wrong down there, so when I talked to a urologist and then I explained to them what I have, that's when they explained it also to me.
Yeah, so you understand that there is something wrong. Do you understand there is varicocele in the right side?
Yes.
No, in the left side.
No.
And when they did the diagnosis for dextrocardia, after this
After
diagnosis?
this, maybe about a year or two.
Okay, so they let's check the inner organs.
Yes.
And they find that everything, we call it situs inversus, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's very rare. Maybe, yeah, I saw it only 2 times in my maybe more than like near 10,000 varicoceles. Maybe I am operated up till now. Let's say at least 5,000 I closely follow up, and it's 2 cases with
have-
full dextrocardia
Oh, wow.
inversus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you had an operation. When did you have this before coming here?
Same operation 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you had this operation in the right side.
Yes.
And after the operation, what was your comment? Did you feel that the recurrence happened immediately or after some period?
Well, I was optimistic in the beginning. I felt like maybe it's healed. So, I didn't really give much follow up with the doctor over
Yeah.
there. Not for a year until I noticed that it still feels the same.
Yeah.
So I went back to the same doctor a year later,
Yeah.
and he referred me to another doctor, in which told me that, and then they never go away. And
So did you? Were you feeling the veins
Yes,
with
yes.
your
The
hand?
veins were still there. Yes.
Yeah.
I never felt like they left. So.
Yeah. Last week I operated 2 guys from United States. You are coming from Chicago? Detroit. Detroit. Yeah, my favorite town, the
Yeah.
Ambassador Bridge. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an uncle in Windsor. So, okay, and the other guy, he is in Florida. Both of you have a perfect operation in the inner part, internal veins, because in United States they really do good job. They use microscope. Most of them use the microvascular Doppler device, and they really very careful. They do it very carefully and do a good job, and the internal veins heal. But the external vein, gubernacular vein, they are a risk. When the internal veins are all occluded, closed, the blood forces through these veins.
Yes.
When it cannot pass, it go back and can be drained from the gubernacular veins, which is at the bottom of the testis. So internal veins are at the top of the testis, and external vein, it's all surrounding the testicle. So in your case, I find the stitch, they ligated the external vein, and it divided into 2 branches. One of them is died.
Oh, yes.
Died, completely died, but the other stayed there. Because when you ligate the vein from here, for example, the rest of the vein can find a way to drain itself, and when the blood flow continues in that vein, it will not disappear. So this is what happened to you.
Okay.
The veins find some root from the gubernacular veins,
Okay.
and they stayed there. It happens in 30%.